With this release, the universe is finally at peace. We can all rest now. Cave McQueen has teased us for eons, but no more. It all started with that darn mini racer and the on-the-go tube set. Beautiful set, beautiful accessories, gave us a taste in our mouths. And then we literally got a taste in our mouths at McDonald's when we got Cave McQueen in our Happy Meals. And then we changed colors with the color changer Cave Lightning McQueen, who went from red to a tan beige. And then we experimented with Cave Lightning McQueen in the Dino Playground playset that included the Spino Crankshaft Directs. And with all that going on, Tomika Cave McQueen sat and awaited as they reigned supreme with their weird scales that didn't even appear in the movie. And now here we sit today with the official Mattel Disney Cars Cave Lightning McQueen 155 scale diecast release. Man, I'm excited for this. You know, like I said, we've been teased and basically almost tormented with the onslaught of this diecast. You know, I knew it would come eventually, but it's just comical how many versions of it came before what you would typically think should have come first. You know, everyone thinks, yeah, the 155 scale diecast line comes first, but in this case, Mini Racers, Color Changers, playset, all that came first, excluding obviously the other brands in there, Tomika and none other than McDanks. But yeah, guys, welcome back to another Mr. Docket review. Today, we have Cave Lightning McQueen. Yesterday was Deputy Lightning McQueen, so check out that video if you missed it. I'll link it in the description below, and card suggestion pop up in the top right-hand corner. We're going to determine today which version of McQueen is the superior one. I don't know. I kind of have my preconception, but who knows if that will change. Just want to say super grateful to have this to review for you guys. Obviously, he's in the upcoming 2023 Singles Case E. That's scheduled for sometime in mid-March, so hopefully it hits that release date, and I'm sure it will. Mattel has been ahead of schedule with every case so far, so there's no reason to doubt the same will occur with E. So expect this within the next couple weeks. We're just going to dive right on in. Obviously, tomorrow I will review, well, I don't know if it's obvious, but I also have Mae Pillar-Durev here, another brand new release from KC. There were 3, Deputy McQueen, Cave McQueen, and Mae here. So I will review her tomorrow. But I thought that the McQueens had, seniority. They deserved to be reviewed first. So obviously new for 2023 up there. I love the artwork that they've been using for Cave McQueen because he just looks so ticked off and just, honestly, he looks very caveman-esque, just kind of like grunting. He's breathing with his mouth. He's a mouth breather. So I really do love this art that Disney and Pixar created. Man, I am so excited to see this diecast. It just feels like it's years in the making, even though it really has only been like 5 months. On the back here, you can see Gearston Marshall, who's been included in a couple of the 2023 singles cases so far. Really nice release, honestly, and I found a few of them at Walmart, so he's out and about in the wild. There's Cave McQueen himself. Of course, you have Mae Pillar-Durev, Lightning McQueen Deputy Hazard, Doug Crankle the Zombie, who we reviewed a couple weeks ago, and none other than Cryptid Buster Mater, a very, very enticing release here. Just looks super accurate to what it should be. He's got all of the accessories, as I talked about yesterday, gas tank or gas cans, light bar, satellite, antenna, even a new expression along with the proper decals. Really kind of blows I'm not sure if you guys have seen this, if you haven't seen my Color Changers case reveal video, but I show in that the upcoming Color Changers Cryptid Buster McQueen that is just laughable compared to this. Now I know one's Color Changer, one's diecast, but the Color Changer McQueen doesn't have any accessories whatsoever. It's just, regular old McQueen with the camouflage and emblem on his side. So this is really, really inspiring, and I cannot wait for that to come out in whatever case it will be. And it's honestly the first time in a long time they've actually shown something new on the back of one of these packages that is not in that current case. Obviously all this stuff is new per se, but they haven't showed anything that's upcoming. So I guess new is not the correct word to use there. It's more so more than new, you know. It's not even out yet, not even a thought in our heads yet. But yeah, oh my gosh. Feels so weird. I'm finally going to open up a die-cast Cave McQueen. Let's do it, guys. Okay, wow. Now, I know I say this like when I open everything. You guys probably come to expect, yeah, Mr. Docketer's going to talk for a long time, then he's going to open the card, then he's going to immediately say, wow, this looks amazing out of the package, and then he's going to show us where it appeared in the movie or whatever, and then go on about the review. This guy looks way better than I thought he would out of the package. When I just said a couple moments ago, I have my preconception of who I think is better between Deputy and Cave McQueen, I was referring to Deputy McQueen. Now I'm not so sure. What really popped off to me is the matte finish here and that fact that he literally looks like a rock. He looks rough. He looks raw. He looks rigid. And that's exactly how he should look. Now, there he is in, of course, the Dino Park episode of Cars on the Road, which is the first episode. Set the tone for the rest of the series. I think I put it in my tier list, pretty middle of the pack, like 4 or 5. Thought it was a good episode. It showed us the past, like literally the beginnings of the car universe. However, it also kind of took a fantastical lean in Mater's dream, which was cool. I'm glad that it didn't necessarily get too wacky, like no dinosaurs in present day or anything like that. They saved the wacky stuff for a few episodes later. Or maybe even just the second episode. Who knows what all happened in McQueen. Was McQueen dreaming in the Lights Out episode? Who knows? But yeah, guys, we're going to go through McQueen. He deserves just some one-on-one attention right now. And then we'll compare him to like all a million other versions of him. But right off the bat, you could tell he's got the perfect expression that matches his card art. Not so much how he looks in the episode. During the episode, at first, he's ecstatic because he sees a real dinosaur and then he's running for his life. So he doesn't ever look this grunty, like the way the stereotypes perceive cavemen, again, mouth breathing, hunched over, big forehead, just kind of milling about, like grunting, like just very, I guess, as bad as it sounds, just dumb creatures, you know what I'm saying? And this conveys that. Right or wrong, it does. And I think it looks really, really good. Again, he looks rocky. The matte finish on this McQueen is perfect. They executed this forehead as well, just like in a great proportion to his main body to make it look, not like super exaggerated or anything like that. But, oh my gosh, I just can't get enough of the little details on this guy. Let's zoom in even more here. So obviously they made it look like this literally was a rock that's been out, being weathered for thousands and thousands of years. It does have a little bit of a sparkle in there. You can kind of see that as the light hits it. But, he's got black around his fenders here from the tires, it appears. He's got some black upsplash and some dirt along the sides here. The base is yellow, which is a little strange, but it honestly, is this supposed to be wood? You can see the texture of that pipe going down the middle there. It honestly looks like wood. And right there as well. That's very interesting. It's kind of like his spoiler. But while we're down here, S01A. Oh my God, guys. That is the first time I have seen that. That is incredible. That means he was made in the first week of 2023 at the A factory. Wow, it feels so weird to see S on the body. That's actually super wild to me because these two are in the same case, and yet Deputy McQueen here was made, well, they're 52 weeks in a year. 7 weeks. You're telling me Deputy McQueen here was made 7 weeks before Cave McQueen? That is a record for two cars debuting in the same case, undoubtedly. That's really, really wild to me. But anywho, take a look at the wheels here. Also made to look like they were carved out of rock, so they are a little irregular, a little uneven. I absolutely love the fact that the axle is, another like sharpened rock. You could feel it. It really protrudes a lot more than you think. They actually had to shape the blister around them. Wow, I am so impressed with this. You can see the outlines of the windows there. You have the divot going down the center of the forehead. Oh my gosh. Gotta contain myself, guys. I'm really having a blast. Now this top part here is plastic. Yeah. Wait, no, is it? I just touched it to my nose and it felt cold. I learned that from Ray Screws, by the way. He would always, when he was trying to determine if a piece was plastic or die-cast metal, he'd touch it to his nose because it would be cold in room temperature compared to plastic feeling warm. Yeah, these are all die-cast pieces. I mean, this is a hefty car for sure. He's heavier than Deputy McQueen. Probably almost or over twice as heavy as Mae Pillar-Durev, who's light as a bird. It's like the sides are pretty much the same in terms of the dirt detailing. Guys, I am really impressed with this release. I'm a huge fan. I do kind of wish, I know it's accurate, I don't know, the sticks on the back here just look a little bit hokey, a little cheap. They're just very bright for me, and they're all tied together with, you know, the green piece of vine there. It looks good, you know, I'm sure, you know, it's pretty close to how it looks in the show, so I really shouldn't be complaining, but it just doesn't have the same, like, weathered, natural, organic aesthetic that the rest of the main body has. And I know, I mean, that mainly has to do with it being die-cast versus plastic, but I had to point it out. And oh my god, guys, I have to say it, despite having like 5 other versions of this car already, I prefer him to Deputy McQueen. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying that, guys. I can't believe, am I saying that? Is that what I think right now? You know, I was all saying in the Deputy McQueen video, like, he's the first version we've seen of this variant of McQueen. You know, we haven't gotten a Deputy McQueen from anybody, not even McDonald's. So Cave McQueen's at a disadvantage because he's already been depicted in so many ways. But this release really knocks it out of the park. I am a little bit questioning, though, about what this line on the front here is. Like, see that line right there? It's not a mouth plate or anything. That's just like part of the decal. So that's a little strange to me, but the expression is great. And this is what Thailand excels. I was going to say exceeds, but then I realized that I meant excelled, so I just kind of merged the words together. This is what Thailand excels at. When they don't have to slap a ton of decals on the body, they just have to do, you know, whether it be dirt healing or just making the car overall look really solid without decals. You know, I know I'm speaking very vaguely, but let's say, for example, Mrs. the King. That's a car that they could do really well. There are no decals, and they did do her really well. Flipped over? Maybe not. There's some problems there. Now, there are obviously exceptions. Mel Dorado, no decals. Not one of their best from Thailand because it's a terrible color. But hey, that stuff happens, as we know. Now it's time to compare Cave McQueen to some of his buddies, some of his counterparts, and we're going to start with the Mini Racer. You know, it's kind of funny how the expression is going to evolve as we go through all of these, because he definitely, you know, some of them he looks more angry in, some of them he looks more caveman dumb. This one he looks a little bit more inquisitive or shouting, I don't know. But they definitely, you could tell that these kind of share the same goal. You know, they're kind of shaped in the same way. They have this kind of centerpiece here, which is separate from the surrounding parts. You know, similar kind of sparkle in the paint and the dirt detailing. Base color matches the spoiler color. So it seems like these were, you know, very much so made by the same thought process. Excuse me. Here is the color changer. Wait, no. Nope. This is the color changer version of McQueen. At least I think so. That'd be embarrassing if I got the color changer version and the plastic one messed up. They're just so similar. This is definitely the plastic one right here, because I remember the plastic one looking a little bit angrier than the color changer. But if I'm wrong, guys, I'm sure someone will correct me, and you guys could rant about it and yell at me in the comments. But yeah, here obviously being plastic, you're not going to, accomplish the matte finish. You're not going to be accomplish a lot of the things. And it is supposed to be a lesser product, and so it is. Doesn't have as many features. I do kind of like the darker twigs there, though. Much lighter green vine, which I don't like. Should be darker. It's kind of a hodgepodge of all these. I'll take this guy's spoiler. Yep, see, that's the color changer version. I knew it. You guys scare me sometimes into doubting myself because I know somebody's going to comment and just absolutely chastise me. But yeah, here is the Dino Playground version that has a slightly different expression. A little bit more similar maybe to the diecast. Yeah, it's really nice that they got the axles just protruding out like that. Like, look at that. That's something that wasn't depicted on any of the Cave McQueen so far. So, probably one of the reasons why I like this one so much is because of the fact that they got everything right for the most part. It looks really good. Oh my god, I love this guy. And Tomika here. Yeah, for whatever reason, Tomika thought it'd be a good idea to make it like a caveman alligator McQueen because he's got scales. Yeah, you heard me right. He has scales. Like a lizard, like a reptile. So yeah, I still don't understand to this day why they did that. Maybe Disney and Pixar had some sort of concept art that depicted him with scales and they sent it over and Tomika started working on them because, the Cave McQueen here and the Cave Mater, this is also from Tomika. They were the first on-the-road releases Tomika did. After these is when they did regular McQueen and they did Cruise, and now they're working on the Cryptid Buster McQueen, which doesn't look good at all because it doesn't have any of the accessories. So yeah, these were probably really early on in the production of Cars on the Road, that is, and so perhaps Disney and Pixar originally intended for him to have scales. I don't really see that, but it doesn't make any sense at all. It's kind of cool, though. It differentiates them. Gives you a reason to get that one. Or maybe a reason not to, depending on how you look at things. And then, yeah, here's the McDonald's version. Not going to spend much time with this, but for some, it tided them over until the diecast came out. Good stuff, good stuff. And I do want to compare him to your classic, regular road trip, a Lightning McQueen. It uses kind of the wider model. Yeah, wow, look at that, guys. It uses like almost the Cars 1 model. I know it's not quite that wider. Oh, it's hard to tell, really. It does look to be a little wider. How interesting. I'm just spinning them around for fun because I really like this guy. Let's surround them with a bunch of mini racer dinos. They need to start doing some of these as diecast. Of course, you have the Tyrannosaurus Rex, who we already have as a playset version. You have the Mecha Turbinatops, the baby Quadratorkosaur, who we do have as a color changer right here. These two look pretty sexy together. The old barn dweller, according to McQueen. We have the Ankylosaurus here, a very underrated dinosaur, and then the Spino Crankshafterax, who looks he looks like a completely different dino from the one that we, whoa, relax there, buddy, used in the Dino Playground set, who's green. Yeah, he definitely should be a little bit more of the yellowish color that we have here. The only one I'm missing from the mini racers is the West Philanthropus. Hopefully I can get that one soon and complete the dino collection, at least for now. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section below. Who do you prefer? Is it Cave McQueen or is it Deputy McQueen? I think both are phenomenal. Like, truly, I think both are some of the best content that Mattel has put out over the last couple months. That being said, though, when you pit them against each other, I think Cave McQueen wins out in a very objective sense. I think he does. I think. But it's really close. You guys tell me. What do you think? Make a case for one. Maybe you can convince me otherwise. But yeah, guys, thanks as always for watching and supporting the channel. I will see you guys tomorrow for the review of Mae Pillar-Durev. Bye now.